Welcome back to Hotrodguygarage, and today we have something totally different from my normal videos. We're going to test the product out, so follow along with me through the intro, and I'll be back and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, made it through the intro and you're here. So what we're going to do today, I had a company send me a battery tester. This is a Kingbolen battery tester. Now I've got a pretty good battery tester here at the shop, and today we're going to see how this one compares to the other one. So far I've been playing with it a little bit. It seems to be a pretty nice little product. So let's see what we can get into, and I guess we'll start off with the SVO over here and this old used battery that's in it. So we'll test it. We'll test it with both testers and we'll see how it does. And alright guys, we're going to put this Kingbolen battery tester up against this Midtronics PBT 100. This is a very not inexpensive battery tester. So let's get this set up here on this SVO. I'm not even going to clean these terminals. They've got a little corrosion on them. Let's just see how they stack up just out of the blue next to my old tried and true one here. So first thing you want to do, you want to put in your cold cranking amps, because you can usually find this on your battery. So this one's 750 right there. And with the Midtronics, you just scroll up, put in your cranking amps, and it'll do its own thing. So it lights up, shows the battery is okay, but it is low. It's got 12.29 volts. So let's move along here to the Kingbolen one, which is a BM550. There's a model number on it. But we're going to do just the same thing here. And first thing I'm going to do when it comes up, it's going to ask you if it's 6, 12, or 24 volts. So the scroll between them, you just hit the up or down button. We're going to select 12 volts and 750 cranking amps. The buttons on this has a real nice click to it. So 750 cranking amps, and we're going to hit OK. Real similar to the function of the Midtronics one. We got a total of 661 old cranking amps, which is something that our Midtronics didn't tell us. So it also tells us our battery's still good. So what I like about this one, it does tell us how many cranking amps we have. State of charge, gives us the ohms of it and the voltage. So it also says it's got a 60% state of charge. Little tester's pretty neat. So it's not bad for the money, for sure, guys. Especially considering, you know, what limited resources the Midtronics gives us. So guys, I'm also going to say that, you know, I'm not just saying it's got some pretty nice features because they gave it to me, which they did. They sent this to me at no cost. You know, I already had a battery tester. I just wanted to see how their product actually worked out. And so far, it does pretty nice. So I guess we're going to go out here to Barney, the little purple Geo, and we'll test it with both of them outside. Hopefully. My neighbor over here is blasting some copyrighted music, so I may have to mute this section of the video, but I will show you both of them. So I'm going to go out there, I'm going to get my jacket on, and we'll go outside and we'll test both those batteries. part of that video. But as you can see, that's the battery that's in the purple geode. You know, it does test bad. It tests only 327 cold cranking amps, which is something that the Midtronics tester does not tell me is what the measured cold cranking amps is. Now, considering it's a Geo, I knew that battery was old. I put it in there. You know, it starts every time. So it may be in poor condition, but it's still a good battery. And, you know, if you were using something like the Midtronics and you stopped at somewhere like, say, AutoZone, they would have definitely sold you a battery when you may not have needed one. So that's something you can avoid with your own kind of battery tester. And for the cost of this battery tester and the features it has and what it tells you, that's pretty nice. So we got one more battery we can test here in the shop, and it's on this Jeep Cherokee. So I don't know if it's dead or not, but we can check it and see. So let's see what we got. Well, I just hooked that up to that battery, and it is hooked the Midtronics up. It don't even light up, and neither is Kingbolen. So the battery in this Jeep is dead. So I'm gonna charge it, and then we'll go from there. So, but my battery charger is down another bay on a 87 4Runner, which I know for a fact has a bad battery. So, why don't we test our jump box and see what we got? And alright guys, got my jump box here, which is fully charged. Just took it off charger. Let's just start the Midtronics at 500 cranking amps, since it's not going to tell us how many cranking amps this battery charger has, or battery jump box has. Let's just see if it says if it's good or not. And this shows our jump box is bad. One thing I do know, our jump box is not bad. So I use it quite a bit. So let's get the Kingbolen hooked up, and let's see how many cranking amps this jump box actually has. Alright, hooked up exactly the same way. 12 volts. Let's just start that 500 just like the other one, see what we got. It says it's only got 2 cold cranking amps. But it also says it is a poor condition. But state of charge, it's got 12.74 volts in it. Well, at least this gave us more information than the Midtronics. So let's see if this thing's actually bad, guys, and we'll see. The Kingbolen just says it's poor. It doesn't say it's bad like this one does. So let's just see if you know, let's see if it'll start this Jeep. We know this battery's completely 100% dead. Alright, got our jump box hooked up here. So that's kind of interesting. Now, I don't doubt that this jump box is weak, but I don't know if it's 100% bad. So let's you know, or maybe I just hooked up polarity wrong on it. On this battery. Now, that is another nice feature about the Kingbolen. It does have protection that it won't even turn on if you hook the polarity up wrong. So let me pause the video and put this jump box up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. You know, this one may be a me bad thing. This thing's got both black cables, and the battery itself's not marked because this is a, this is one of them cheap, reman batteries. So let's see. We're supposed to have 630 cold cranking amps. So we don't have a 630 option on our Midtronics. So 625s are closest. Let's test it and see what we get. And it says it is low but okay at 12.36 volts. Now for this test, I'm gonna leave both of them hooked up. You know, I just figured this should be good. Let's see. So 630 cranking amps. So once again, guys, I got our screen up, which is hard for me to show you. 12 volt, okay. Let's see if we can get 630 out of the Kingbolen one. Oh, look, there's 630. Showing it to 541 cranking amps. And 66% stated charge with 4.8 ohms and 12.4 volts. So 12.36, 12.4. You know, if you're going from 12.3 to 12.4, this is 12.36, that would be 12.4. So these things literally read almost identical, guys. You know, this one says it's good, this one says it's low. Just remember that battery testers generally are a tool, I'm not even going to say for diagnostic purpose, but most of the time stuff like Midtronics is just there to sell you a battery. If it's a little questionable, this is a tool that most of your parts stores and shops use to sell you a battery. And that being said, guys, I'm not here to sell you these. I'm here to test this for you. In my opinion, I do like the Kingbolen battery tester better than the Midtronics. And I guarantee you, I've not looked up the price of them both, but I'm fixing to, and I'll pop back in this video. And, you know, I'll give you my assumption for the money. So just remember, it's always good to have something like that in your toolbox. No matter what battery tester you buy. I'm sure Kingbolen is going to be quite a bit expensive than the Midtronics one. I'll look that up real quick and I'll be right back. You know, that Midtronics one, it's quite expensive. You can get it for about 175 bucks on sale right now. But normal price ranges from $200 to $300. So kind of subpar results of the Midtronics compared to Kingbolen. You know, especially cost wise. So let's look up the part number on this Kingbolen and see what we got. Alright, guys. You ain't gonna believe the cost on this one. This thing's like 23 bucks. And it does have a ton more features. Well, a fool in their money, I guess, when I bought that Midtronics one. But, you know, if you need a battery tester for your shop or for your home, or, you know, definitely look into the Kingbolen. It's a BM550 model number, and I'll drop a link down in the description and on this video. If you're interested in it, guys, check them out. They literally shipped this thing to me in like 3 days. So I will put this in my toolbox and I will continue to use it. And, you know, if anybody wants to buy a used Midtronics one for about what they sell for, hit me up, because I think it's a win for the Kingbolen one. And I'm going to say, guys, I'm not here to sell them to you. I'm not paid for selling these to you. But it seems like a good battery tester, especially for the money. So, you know, check it out. And if you like these kind of videos, make sure that you hit that like button, share these with your friends, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out and helps the channel grow and makes more stuff like this possible, because I'm not going to cut anybody any slack. I do like the features of that one a lot better. So, you know, I don't like a battery tester that just tells you if it's good or bad. It don't give you any data. or you can make your own decision. So till next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.